If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Now, as predicted, Yeat is dropping next week, and this is Afterlyfe. This is the album that we've all been waiting for, so today we're going to take a look at what he announced, when this thing is dropping, and what we can expect from Yeat's new album Afterlyfe. Let's get into the video. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 20 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and details everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week. Also, follow me on TikTok. I'm posting on there daily. You don't miss out on that. Now let's get into the video. So about 5-6 days ago, something like that, I dropped a video that was titled that Yeat is dropping his new album Afterlyfe in the next 14 days. And in there I made the prediction it's either dropping on the 17th or on the 24th. So the 2 Fridays that we got left in February, so the 2 only chances that we could get some new music. And he's now announcing exactly that. Now, there were a couple of reasons that we believed this. Now, as I, go into a lot more detail in that video, I go into the complex Yeat world story that they did, where he also went over possible features, stuff like that, and what the new sound is going to be like. So if you want to dive into that, make sure to go watch that other video after this one. But mainly what he said in that, Yeat's World Complex interview was that he got an album coming out in February or January, he said in that interview, but February was also in there. So we kind of knew it was coming early this year. Also, there was a very famous story of him that he posted. I think this was late December, maybe January. Correct me if I'm wrong, where he basically announced that this thing was going to be dropping in February of 2023. And obviously, we now only have 2 Fridays left, and he's dropping on the 24th. How do we know this? Today, only a couple of hours ago, he took to his Instagram story, and this is the big news. This is what y'all here for. Maybe you've seen this, but we're going to take a deep look at this. What he posted on his Instagram story was this. Now, first of all, I gotta say, this looks badass. The way that he has like that X-ray on him. Now, he's had like a couple of those pictures before. I think even part of the complex Yeat's world story was also in this style, where they had like the normal picture of him and then the X-ray picture of him, but you can still see like his outfit, the smoke coming out of his mouth, and his watches on his arm. It looks pretty cool. Looks really cool. And he said, "It's that time." Again with the weird Yeat spelling, the Yeat language. And then it says 1 week #Afterlyfe. So here he confirms, and he posted this on Friday, or well, maybe Thursday night. We don't know the exact timing of this. 13 hours ago, it says on the story. You can kind of trace this back. Maybe convert time zones. It doesn't really matter. Basically, what he's saying is he's dropping next Friday. He's dropping on February 24th, which is pretty cool. That is like what we wanted. That is what we expected. I also saw some possibility of him dropping this week, because there is the whole situation going on with Uzi, because Uzi is obviously also supposed to be dropping the Pink Tape, which is also a very, celebrated album. And I dropped a video on the Uzi thing also about a week ago, in which I also go over the possibility of him dropping either on the 17th or the 24th. And in that video I said, and also in the Yeat video, that the two of them obviously have a pretty, infamous relationship. The two of them are working together. The two of them have, like, what did Yeat say, 200 songs together. There was talks of the Pink Life tape that was going to be coming out, which was that collab tape between the two. We never got any update on that. They're both dropping their like predecessors to that one. So Afterlyfe and the Pink Tape. Maybe after that we'll get Pink Life. Maybe not, we don't know, but that's what they were kind of teasing at. But because they are such, close collaborators, and because they influence each other's sound so much, I was saying in that video on Uzi, and also the other one on Yeat that I really recommend you go watch after this one, that I was saying that the two of them wouldn't be dropping on the same day, and both of them are rumored to be dropping in February. The reasons for Uzi are even more than the reasons for Yeat, so also go check out that video. It's kind of like those two videos now forming into this one, because now we actually got the confirmation for this. But the reasons for Uzi were various. We had the Super Bowl involved in there. We had Just Wanna Rock entering the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and we were kind of like, is he going to capitalize off of this? We had the Plug and B remix of Watch This going crazy. It would have been the perfect time for Uzi to drop after, especially, and that's what I was saying, the Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles playing Just Wanna Rock. Unfortunately, they lost the Super Bowl, obviously, but still, That song got a lot of playtime over Super Bowl weekend, so last weekend. So I was saying that would have been the perfect time to drop the Pink Tape. He didn't, and it doesn't seem like he's dropping it next week either, because Yeat is dropping now. He could obviously drop, but I think Yeat is at such a commercial success level already that Uzi doesn't want to interfere with him. If Yeat was just like that underground dude like from 2 years ago that was just dropping music a little bit, nobody really cared about him. He sold like 1,000 first week. Nobody would really care. But Yeat is somewhat of, he's not a heavy hitter in the game, but he's definitely someone that can do some serious numbers, that can do some damage, and Uzi doesn't want to interfere with that. Obviously also because we can likely expect Uzi features on the Yeat tape and Yeat features on the Uzi tape. So both of them would just be playing against each other, which is not what they were going for, I guess. So I'm guessing, and maybe I'll make an updated version of that Uzi video, but I'm guessing Uzi will be dropping March. That is kind of like pushed back now. Well, never really confirmed, but I'm guessing from the date that we rumored it would be, it's going to be pushed back a little bit. That's my theory so far, but I can keep y'all updated, so make sure you're subscribed as soon as we get any more theories or hints or leaks or anything about the Pink Tape. But for now, we got to focus on Afterlyfe. Now, Afterlyfe, as I went over in that other video, is obviously the sequel to Life that dropped in September of last year. The big hits like Talk, Out the Way is going pretty crazy right now on social media and on Spotify as well. It's like his most popping song right now. But also we had stuff like The Flawless, the Uzi feature on there, which was definitely dope. I definitely see a lot of potential there for him to also expand that sound. This is like literally after life, and that's why it's called Afterlife, but also it's like afterlife because of, you know, like the dead and the kind of aesthetic he's going for now. Y'all know what I'm saying. Now, this album is pretty interesting though, because this will also define where Yeat is going to go in the future, and also how, you know, commercially successful he can become, because he was the one that really broke through on social media and, you know, was the one that not like really premiere, but that brought the underground rage sound into the mainstream like that. Had like the hit songs like you know, Money So Big, or what was the other one? He had Poppin' and Sorry About That, and all those songs that you probably know from fucking TikTok. But also on the Life tape, for example, he had a couple of interesting moves that he did. For example, he kind of switched up his sound on Can't Stop It, which was also very interesting to see, incorporating a couple of like guitars into that shit, and maybe we can see him evolve further in that direction, because he did say in that Complex interview that he was trying to expand his sound, that was like his goal, that he was moving past the rage beats. He infamously said that, you know, he's not doing the rage beats anymore and he wants to do something different. And if we're gonna get that on this new Afterlyfe tape, I'm happy, and it's going to be really interesting to see where he can take this as well. So we got the confirmation Afterlyfe by Yeat is dropping on February 24th, so in exactly 7 days. Until then, we'll likely get a cover, we'll get like a track list, features, whatever. I'll keep y'all updated, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel and turn on notifications if you're a Yeat fan. You don't want to miss out on any of this. So there's going to be a lot more videos until the album comes out, also about my expectations and about what we can expect from this in general. So make sure you're subscribed, you're like, you know, tuned into that. But until then, it's gonna be a ride, and I love that Yeat is dropping. He dropped you know, 2 Alive also about a year ago on the 18th, I think it was. So tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of 2 Alive, which is definitely also, he's dropping around the same time. It makes sense. Y'all know what I'm saying. It makes sense. So Yeat is dropping next week. I hope y'all excited. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what your expectations are and all of your thoughts and your theories and everything that you got on this. Please let me know in the comments right there down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.